It's an early morning here at Wieland Capital. Today we're taking a look at ATER. We've been talking a lot about this play. It's up to $15 today. What is going on? ATER, the squeeze of the day, the action. It's going down right here in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, day trading fanatics? What is good? ATER this morning up to the $15 area. Our first price target, slamming the bid, baby. Let's go. So we're going to focus on the chart here today and talk more about ATER. What is going on here with this move? It's squeezing up, and it's squeezing up big. Let's get into the chart. All right, so we just pulled up ATER on the chart right now. You can see up there to the 1557, the high so far here on the 15-minute chart. A bit of a pullback here on ATER so far today. Pulling back down there to the $14 area, right there at the EMAs, right there at the support. We need $14 to hold. $14 is going to be my support here on the trade. We need the $14 area to hold for this to continue to go higher. Obviously, that would, what goes up must go up if it holds support kind of thing. But ATER right now at that 1426 area. And if you see what we got going on with the overall picture here with the chart, this thing has been squeezing up here to the moon. You got ATER recently up to the high of $19, crashing back down here to the $9 area. We've been talking about ATER for the last couple weeks now. And, well, there it is up there, the $15 area. Right now, $14.20 on the price. The big focus a lot of people have been focusing on really is this breakout over this $14 area. You can see how ATER has been just kind of stepping higher, and then stepping higher some more. So the big question is, when do we finally get that big squeeze that we are looking for? And, well, that's anyone's question. Really, is it? That's anyone's question. It's a question for anyone. You can see ATER the other day when it dropped. It just dropped straight from $18 down there to a low of almost $10. Now, that obviously is going to be major resistance here on the chart. If we look at the chart back there on that big drop day, really, I'm not saying that there's like a lot of resistance really in this area. If we go to the smaller time frames and we look at resistance-wise, I mean, we really just kind of sold off basically all the way from that 1620 or that 1650 area. We sold it off. We were just selling all the way down here to the 1082 area after that big gap up. So ATER gapped up big to that $19 area. It got stuck after hours, and then it gapped down pre-market and then just sold off that whole entire day and then found a base there at the $10 area. So right now we're right at that $14 level that I identified earlier or talked about earlier. And really on ATER, the next big resistance for me is going to be that 1676 area, or just kind of like that $16 area in general. Obviously, right now, $15 is holding us down as well. So the big question is, do we still have room to run here? Can we still go to the moon here on ATER? And a couple things we got to focus on here on ATER for you guys is, number one, let's take a look at the float. Hey, if you're just now tuning in, you never watched my videos before, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We put videos out all the time talking about the hottest and the latest and the greatest stocks. Also, if you're looking for the best, the top-of-the-line broker, Interactive Brokers is the way to go. Check them out down below. There's a link down below. You can learn more about Interactive Brokers. Let's get back into the action. So right now, we're showing around 23 million shares in the public float. We've got about 35 million shares outstanding. And the shares sold, and the shares that are sold short here, it talks 600 million shares sold short, and that's around 28% of the float. And it also says that there's been a big change as well in the short percentage. So that's bullish. That's what I can see. But the big focus, like I said, guys, at the end of the day is, number one, the big focus for me always is the float. We got a small float, so comparing ATER with my favorite stock, like if we compare ATER with AMC, we compare the floats here. If we compare the floats here on ATER with AMC, you can see the public float on AMC is 511 million shares. So we have a much larger float, a lot more supply, a lot less demand. Well, then you understand how the price of the stock doesn't just go to the moon when, well, there's not enough people buying. You need you need more volume, you need more action. So that's the big difference here about ATER versus the AMC squeeze and why I'm bullish here on ATER. Why am I bullish? Okay, now look at that $14 area holding right now. We just bounced off 14 and we're looking, let's get back above 15 obviously, and I think that's a good technical rebound or a good retest of previous support there at the $14 area. And you know, let's get some consolidation here. Yesterday, that previous resistance here at that $14 level, and what do we love more than anything, my friends, is when we get those resistances turning into supports. And here we are, ATER 14.55 right now. Let's see if we can push back up there above that $15 area. Now, the thing a lot of people are going to ask me as well, they're going to wonder, what are these clouds that you're seeing on the chart here? So, number one, this is TradingView.com. I'm not affiliated with TradingView. I don't get paid by TradingView. I just use them because it's easy and it's great for the video because it's very easy to see. Now, the indicator that I'm using here is the Ripster EMA clouds, and basically they're the different EMAs and Ripster EMA clouds. I know someone's going to comment below like, what EMAs are you using? Well, there it all is. There's all the information for everyone to see all the secrets. It's not for sale. It's for free. I think anyone can pretty much use those Ripster EMA clouds. So now we're pushing back up here. Let's looking pretty good. I like this push back up. I like that we bounced right there off of that $14 level. This is going to make me more consistent here, or make me feel better about the overall trade so far here on ATER. I want to see this thing just go to the moon. I would really just love a $50 target. I'm not gonna put a $50 target on it, but realistically, we're looking for a push over, you know, that recent high there at the $19 area, and then after that, you know, really $21, $22 being our next resistance there. 21. After that, we got some resistance up here at the 25s. And then we got some resistance up here at the $30 level. So those are my targets here on the trade. At the end of the day, you know, number one, we know there's going to be resistance at $16.50, and then we know there's going to be resistance here at the $19 level as well. So pretty much these are price targets. If we start to move and we get moving higher, we're going to look for those previous resistance areas as targets for the trade. You can't even see it because it's behind my head, but you can see there we've got the $16 area, $16.50, $17, the 18. So a lot of kind of resistance actually coming up here on ATER as we push up. But, you know, we got a lot of momentum, a lot of people talking about it. It's hot on the stock twits and on the Reddit and all those places. So there's also been some news as well. So on Fintel, they're showing there's only 10,000 shares available to short with 45 minutes left there. And then look at the short borrow fee is at 90.8% right now. So that's obviously going to be bullish for us. You can see the short volume ratio going up here the past few days. We had a big short ratio back there on the 14th and on the 08 on the 8th of September. So let's look. The 13th was the big spike. We had the 14th was the big spike to the downside. I think that's probably when all of those shorts piled in there. And let's see, on the 14th there, yeah, so the 14th, we had a spike in short volume. We had the kind of covering on the 16th. We had covering on the 16th, and then the increase in short volume from the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So if we look on the 16th, we probably see some consolidation there. If we look here on the 16th now, it's always interesting to see kind of where those shorts are covering, and you can see the shorts covered down here at the $10 area. So we saw a drop in the short volume there and the ratio at that $10 level. So we know shorts were covering down there, but I'm sure there were some shorts that were also holding as well. So that's going to, you know, lead into the short squeeze going on right now. So the big question is, can we hold this overall trend here on ATER, hold that $14 level? And I think we are off to the races right now. Off to the races, my friends. They're trying to hold it down. They're trying to hold it down. They don't want us to go higher, but we're trying to go higher anyway. So ATER looking very similar to the past few days. We know this kind of trend, how it's been playing out. We've been getting these big spikes to the upside, the pullback, the big spike to the upside, the pullback to that overall trend. And, well, it's looking very similar to that type of move today. You can see the volume also increasing through this move here as well. So we've got volume increasing, we got the trend increasing, we've got the move increasing, and now we're looking for this thing to finally go to the moon. ATER. Keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. I would definitely keep an eye on it if it breaks over $15. That'll be bullish, bullish, bullish. And, well, we'll look to see what happens here on ATR this week. And let's make some money, my friends. Let's make some money. So there it is. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on. Let me know what you think in the comments below about ATER. Let's go.